Hi, Luminaires. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to see you here. This is March. No, it's not March. It's May's energy update. What is going on? You want to talk about some glitches? You got some really key moments in May for some wild psychic activity in a good way. Not like we're not spiraling into some hole. Like this is a trip. And enjoy our external noise as somebody is doing something in the room above us.
Mm-hmm.
I am not alone today. I'm with Colleen Ziegler.
Hello.
She's going to be reading the chat thread and making sure everything goes smoothly. If you are new to the channel, hi. My name is Jamie Butler. I'm the Everyday Medium, and it is my absolute joy and pleasure to offer a trance channeling session today for you, so that my guide Maitland, who is a younger spirit, can come in and probably talk a million miles a minute because she's very excitable, and tell you all about the energy of May 2025. And this energy update, she's going to talk about what chakra is being challenged, needed, supported, what crystals go with that, crystal grids, essential oil, spirit animal. The list goes on. There's something else, Hertz to play and use. You don't have to do all of it to stay balanced. She's giving you bits and pieces so that you can pick and choose. So I really appreciate that about her. So as you get settled in to this energy, I would love to share a little bit about what's going on in my world before cut loose. And with that, I will share that I do have a 21 days of Reiki healing coming up. It starts May 7th. I have 9 spots left. I work with 21 people for 21 days, and we're going to be working on healing through all of the incarnations, all of your incarnations. I also am doing an Archangel series. It starts May 2nd. And you can find all of these links below. Please go check them out. Or if you just want to learn a little bit more about me, you can head over to jamiebutlermedium.com. But our Archangel series, we're going to be working with Gabriel, Shemuel, and Jophiel. I'm learning about their energy as well as we're doing this. I also have 2 retreats coming up. One is in Taos, and it's all about telepathy. Yay! If you want to learn telepathy, come on, bring it in. We're going to do 21 days before remote, like online, where you can come and go as you please. So 21 days of work, healing, and activity. And then we're going to meet August 24th through the 29th in Taos at an eco farm to be in person to do the work. It's going to be fabulous. I'm excited. And we also have an African safari where we're going to be practicing meditation on the Serengeti, on the land. And that is in November. I have 2 private seats left, or if you want, you can do shared rooms. So if you have somebody you want to take with you, you got to let us know. We have deposits down on it already. So you're kind of coming in at the tail end, even though we leave in November. But if you want to be with like-minded people and do some of these bucket list things, wear the group. See it as a sign. And then you'll notice Maitland talks about the crystals. We have a wonderful Luminaire who puts together Maitland's choices for the month. It's called Maitland's Magic. So if you're interested in wearing any of the jewelry, like necklaces, bracelets, prayer beads, reach out, check out the link below, and you can head over there, and she gets that to you within the first week of the month. She makes these grids that I love, and it's the first thing I do is I put them in my office. We'll walk around and drop everything. This is what we need. And it's really helpful. If there was ever a month to get a little bit more woo-woo, I know we talk about far out stuff, but you know what I mean? Just to get a little bit more eccentric with your work, your breath work, your rituals with the moon, crystals, aromatherapy, any of that. Guys, this is the month. That's what I will say as listening to Maitland all morning. This is the month to do that. So if you wanted to get a little weird, May is giving it to you. You good for that one? Can't believe I
have no
so
choice.
alert. You have no choice. Also, I will say, if you are new to any of the Jamie Butler stuff, you're going to get us like a very casual, me behind a camera live. We do this on purpose. We're real people. We're not into hardcore edits. We want you to see what it's like to work with this. We want you to know our personalities. And if it's something that you really like, please hit the like button. And of course, subscribe so that you can catch our live streams. We come here once a week and talk about the woo-woo in a normalized, digestible way, because I feel like that is what we are needing these days. And now, trance channeling, which is very normal. We're going to let Maitland come in. If you're practicing seeing energy, check out the right side of my body. So look between my ear and my shoulder, not at the wall, but here. And yes, you can see energy shift and change on a computer and in a recording too. So soften your body. Take a breath, relax, keep your eyes open, belly soft, no blinking. Check it out right there. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for being here and making my dreams come true. I really appreciate you. Also, Maitland will be back to do that deep dive right after this. So if you're part of our YouTube membership, gear up for that. I think she's got a lot of crypto talk. All right, I'll see you later. Right there. I just heard Maitland go, you did really good.
You did. I agree.
Okay, thanks.
Very
That
present.
threw me off.
Very present.
Usually I'm a lot more spacey. This is the hardest part of the job, is to talk before trance channeling. It was so funny. Okay, now look again. Here we go. It's like there's dinosaurs upstairs. There's big people upstairs or something. Hi, Luminaires. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, Maitland.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here because I have a lot to say. That's probably the case every time I come and talk to you, but I really like May's energy, and I think you are too. So let's talk about it. Let's get comfortable. Okay, so for May, I like to name the months, and I'm going to name this month Ode to the Bridge People. If you're a bridge person, you know exactly what I mean. If you're not, let me explain it. So bridge people are those spiritual people who have one foot as a human, and like you're challenged with staying a little bit 3D and a little bit human, and then you have one foot in this completely different dimensional world. And you're bridging these really wild experiences and helping normalize them into a human experience. Those are bridge people. And bridge people can also be those who are going to be helping the multidimensionals come in and be a part of the earthly human world. So May is Ode to the Bridge People. Now you see why I kind of like this month, right? And it starts off right with a bang. I like to explain the month by weeks, and I don't take it per the week of the calendar or what, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's like week number 1 is day 1 through 6 or 1 through 7. That's like how I'm going to do it. And so I kind of broke it down into 4 weeks, but the last week includes beyond 28 days. And the last week has the most in it. This is not a front-loaded month. This is a back-loaded month. So right at the beginning on the 2nd. Now, if you like to take notes, maybe you can open up your phone or your calendar or pen to paper and just write down the 2nd. And the 2nd is this energy that comes in. It has a lot of like fiery, romantic, compassionate, empathy energy. But it's energy that you can apply to whatever that you want to do in life. Like it doesn't have to be a romantic love. It could just be something that you're really, really passionate about. So you can say, this energy powers my blank, and then write it in. And you want to be aware of this energy coming in so that you can apply it and use it, because you definitely don't want to miss it. And along with this, those who are already energetically sensitive or highly sensitive people, or people already on their spiritual path, you're going to get a really big increase with, we'll call them premonitions, future in like instincts, where you'll get like a nod to what's coming. You'll get this sense, this feeling of what's in the, what do you call it? The pipeline, what's in the pipeline and what's coming to you. And you're also going to get this increased awareness of tapping into your emotions. And for week 1, you kind of want to lean in more to what you're feeling, what your emotions are, to connect. And that's going to come back around a lot stronger in week 3, around the 16th through the 20th. But this is like the first glimpse of it. But this like intro energy is super nice. And then around the 5th, when you get this, like all this passionate energy and it kind of drives you, around the 5th, it'll settle in a little bit more to your like daily routines. So I'm going to call the 5th a great day for spring cleaning, because it just wants to organize with you, and it wants you to be very like simplified and aware and put together. And so this is like the passion plus productivity. And so if there's anything in your world that you really want to get together, put together, clean out, mark it on your calendar to start revving up for it on the 4th, but you can use this energy all the way up to the 10th if you want. So that puts us in week 2, where the full moon is. But first you hit this, the 10th. The 10th is a shift in gears. And it's wild because it's really mental. Whereas before, it was more of like root chakra, heart chakra. You know, it's like this fiery passion, productivity, lots of solar plexus. This, it's like solar plexus. Like if you were arm wrestling, it's losing. Like it's getting pushed down like this. And the mental body is going to start moving a lot slower. But I don't want you to think slow is bad. Because you think about it, a lot of you have really quick thoughts and they move all the time. So the energy around the 10th is going to last for several days. Actually, it'll last about 2 weeks. But here's the good part about it. The mental energy slows down. You'll feel it like a little bit more difficult to like just push through things that you normally would. So it's a super great opportunity to gain control over your thoughts, gain control over your mind. And it slows you down enough to where you're going to find new ways to do this and new resources. And those new resources, that's what's going to stay with you for a lifetime. Like what you discover and what you learn about slowing down the mind and being in the present moment is going to stick with you forever. And that's a big thing to say. But that energy of having it slow down and have you really kind of look at it and be a part of it, that's going to last for about 2 weeks. And so I'd like you to look at what ways can you help yourself be more stable, more secure. Those are very important themes for 2025, because 2025 is all about change and growth and newness and watching things be destroyed or destructed. And then where's your stability and security? So some of you might already feel a little unrooted, and you might be discovering different aspects of fear, nervousness, concern. And some of you are like, I actually like surfing and I will ride these waves and I am good. So when you are slowing down to look at the mind, I really want you to look at like the stability and the security part of it. And then that just kind of the around the 10th, that energy kind of rolls in. So just be kind to yourself. Practice kindness in your head. Because then we get pushed up right against the full moon. Full moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio is like muscles. This one is intense. And I heard Jamie say something like, if you are ever going to do more woo-woo stuff, this would be the month to do it. This is the month to do it. If you've never had rituals around the moon or paid attention to the lunar cycles, do it this month. Do it this month because this is a month that the energy is really strong. You're going to go, whoa, I didn't know it was like this. What have I been missing all my life? So with the full moon, this energy is like sudden. It can be really extreme, and it's going to be about endings or losses. But I don't want you to think that ending and losses are all like sad or disappointing, because there are contracts or spiritual contracts or agreements that you've made that you're done with and you don't want to do anymore, or you've learned past them and you don't want to carry them anymore, so you want them to end, right? I want this to be over. I want it to end. I'm done. Okay, so that's not a sad ending, is it? Because you're getting what you want. So this Scorpio full moon can do that for you. So definitely take the time. Please take the time to lean into that energy, because the sensitive aspects of you, the psychic, intuitive parts, your psychic abilities are going to be through the roof. Your mediumship skills, like talking with spirits, embodying spirits, trance channeling skills, all things like this, like your gifts, if you want to call them gifts, like you'll start to see how you can like use them for the better all good of things. It won't feel like a chore or a challenge. This moon will just create this change and illuminate this energy of like, this is who you are, and this is really big, and this is what you can use. It's big stuff. It's serious. Remember last month it's all serious. This is like the only serious part, the full moon. And then after the full moon, the energy around the 13th is just a really nice one, so I wanted to mention it. So the energy that's coming in, it would be best spent with somebody that you really enjoy. If it's your animal companion that you really enjoy, plan a day with your animal companion. If it's your best friend, if it's your child, if it's your spouse, if it's yourself, plan like a nice hangout day. It'll be really sweet. Then that takes us into the third week. And the third week it's like the softest week. Chill. It's more of, well, on the 16th, there's a rush of energy that comes in, and it's in full alignment with your throat chakra. And it's just like, hello, you can speak very clearly, and you can speak to spirit, and it just feels good to be so honest and forthcoming and outright. And I really like it. And you can take that energy, kind of smush it over all the third week. And the core of the third week is coming into the heart of things, not letting other people's emotions like trigger you. Really come into listening to people. Use the compassion, the empathy, the good communication to practice being present. The third week just says, come on, come be present with me. Third week, even though I say it's very like nice and soft, it is going to challenge your solar plexus. And I picked solar plexus for the whole month to be challenged. And I picked tiger's eye to go with it. And I like tiger's eye because of the way that it can create some harmony between masculine and feminine energies inside. It also helps you gain a lot of clarity. It puts you into your own strength, like your own power. And that balance part is really important, because for those of you who are really vibing with the feminine divine energy, sometimes you're seeking to set more boundaries, and it might be more challenging because you are embodying a feminine divine, which is more fluid than fixed energy. When you have that harmony between the masculine and the feminine, you can call upon that classical masculine divine energy, which is comfortable in setting boundaries and structures, and call that forward and use the best of all qualities. And week 3 is like, let me challenge you with those concepts, with all of this compassion and empathy and kindness. So I would be a little bit more aware with what your identity is doing. Because when you come off of week 3, you're in week 4. And this is the one where if you're really highly sensitive, maybe you just buckle in a little bit. Maybe it's just the lap strap. It's not the one that goes over the shoulder, but you just kind of settle in, which means stay in it, stay present. Some good stuff. So you've already had on the 2nd and on the 12th of March, really, or May. Why did I do that? That's what she did. That's her brain doing that. So in May, the 2nd and the 12th, you've already had these really big psychic pushes, intuitive boosts, which you're probably guessing the third eye is supported for the entire month of May. But when we get into the 4th week, there's a lot more support and it's a lot more easier. Like it's a lot more like obtainable. Do you notice how I'm talking slower? Because I really am trying.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Okay, because normally I talk really fast. So the 22nd, great master number, by the way. But the 22nd is also giving you this time of like solar plexus challenge, but boosting the third eye and crown chakra. And it's leading you to the 24th, but you'll start to feel it on the 22nd. So definitely mark in your calendar from the 22nd to the 27th. This is 5 days of high energy. This is 5 days of big psychic energy, intuitive, connection to other dimensional planes, and you don't feel like you have to fight for it. Do you know what I mean? You're in it. You're walking in it. You're merging with it. This can also challenge the solar plexus because it wants to stay very human and maintain its identity and its definitions. And you're going to be challenged with that a little bit because you will feel as if you're being like pulled into telepathic communications, pulled into other timelines, pulled ahead, pulled behind. But for these 5 days, you're not going to be disturbed by it. Like it's very smooth. So from feeling it from the 22nd to the 24th, and the 24th is like, okay, we have to work on this and we have to get this done. And it's really straightforward. The majority of what it wants you to look at for that few days, 24, 25, 26, is let's work on clearing up your identity. Who are you? Because guess what? You're not contained to your physical body anymore. You have other like means of travel. You have other projections of you. You have connections to all of your other incarnations, which is why we chose the 21 days of healing with Jamie, about healing through all your incarnations, because there's opportunity of naturally experiencing that in the month of May. It's also going to challenge you to look at your frustrations. What are you so upset about? What are you frustrated about? What's irritating you? Because the moment you go to look at it, to do the work, it's like you lift above it and it's like, oh, okay, I know I don't need to be irritated by that. I don't need to be frustrated about that because of all of these opportunities. So like basically it's asking you to create a plan, rewrite like a plan for you that will help you change into what you're becoming. Sit down and reassess it. And I really mean it. Sit down and look at yourself from the 22nd to the 27th. Rewrite who you are. If that's pen on paper, if that's talking to a recorder, I don't know what it's like for you, but I want you to do it because the energy of the new moon, which starts like a late on the 26th, but it's really on the 27th. All the energy is all over the earth that day. On the 27th, that is when this really smooth, helpful energy, and when I talk about smooth, you probably won't even know the day came and passed. It's like whoosh. And it's energy that has not been on earth in hundreds of years, and it's going to repeat again next year. But it's going to repeat for a little while, for a few years, but you just get a little bit of time with it. So I want you to really use it. So this is where you take your plan that you've rewritten about yourself, your new definitions, where you really did the work on the 24th, and you apply it on the 22nd or 27th for the new moon. The new moon is in Gemini. Ooh. And this energy is going to be about bringing that new part of you in. Then after the 27th, we kind of come off that, what just happened? That was wild. I just experienced my human self in a very spiritual way with telepathy abilities, like ancestral messages are going to start coming in around the new moon, like conversations, your downloads of just information, sweet, kind, easy, smooth. They're not going to be rattling your cage and you're like, I need to change the world and I have so much. It's not going to be like that at all. It's this sweet calm. It's going to like heal the nervous system in a way, that kind of feeling. And then when we come off of that, it lingers after the 27th, on the 28th and 29th. And then on the 30th is such a good self-healing day. Like, let's do it for me. And if you ever wanted to skip school or take time off of work, or if you want to pre-schedule a mental health day, I would say this would be the one. I would take the 30th off. I think it's a Friday. And I would take that off and I would do whatever I wanted to, and I would enjoy myself. It is a really sweet, kind, energetic day. You'll feel like the world is so much nicer and it's okay. And then on the 31st, because all of this kind, sweet self energy rolls in on the 30th, the 31st is going to present with positive news. So I call it the positive news day. And you'll get like what you will define as good news, good information on that day. See, not so scary, is it?
I think it sounds pretty nice.
It is really nice. So I mentioned that the third eye is going to be supported for the month, especially on the 2nd, on the full moon, especially on the new moon, on the 27th. So 2nd, 12th, 27th, psychic, like, and I chose Apatite, but the crystal is not here at the office and I can't show you it, but it's bright blue and it's really pretty. And it just helps you stand in your truth. It helps like get to the core values of soul and resonate with it in complete compassion and ease. And so I really like Apatite for all of that heavy hitting work. And also it'll kind of help hold balance when you're doing like timelines, that premonition, that future knowing, connecting to past and wondering, because you'll find that in May, when you activate memories, I know you do this all the time, where you think about something and you think about when you did it, it's going to feel like you're doing it again. Not like you're accessing a memory. It's going to feel like you're in it and doing it. So there's new access to how you merge with memory energy. It's really cool.
Maitland, what chakra did that correspond with?
Third eye.
Third eye. Thank you.
And then the throat is needed. But I would also kind of argue that the heart is needed as well, because the whole like first and third week, it's all like emotions and fiery romance and passion, and the heart can be very involved. But I would probably say a little bit more the throat is needed more, because of all the aspects of communicating who you are and looking at your identity and having like these moments of honesty, simplicity, which is a lot of throat energy. So I chose Sodalite for the throat. No. Yeah. I chose the Sodalite for the throat energy, because that's often in the third eye. But I put it here, and the Apatite is third and throat. Apatite can also be used for high heart energy as well, because of its blues. Because when you're speaking this month, it is also speaking to spirit and it's speaking to higher self. And so you're going to be speaking through your psychic, intuitive energies of your third eye. But the voice is going to be very activated. And you're going to get a lot of practice with how that feels, like speaking from higher intuitive point. Then we have, and this is for anybody who likes to use other frequencies to help them stay balanced in the month, we have the spirit animal of the month, which is the snake. So even if you're seeing an image of a snake or you see a snake or yeah, that's how you do it. You see it or a pattern, or if it comes up in a movie, let it be a reminder of staying grounded. Snakes stay grounded. They also are very aware before they have to take action. They pause and they assess. So make that a note in your life in the month of May. Whenever you're about to make a big reaction, you want to pause first and make sure you know where you're going. Snakes also have the ability to shed. So to drop away the things that they no longer need so they can let their new selves shine through. And this whole bridging, ode to the bridge people, to the spiritual people in the month of May, because you're going to have a lot more access to your abilities and you're going to become a lot more helpful in bringing that new energy forward. And so this is the shedding of the old and the gaining of the new. You'll find that throughout May, especially in some of those days I was talking a lot about, that you'll feel like you have these like activated points where you know more than you knew the day before, but you weren't in a learning mood. You just end up knowing it. That's what we call activations, when you come forward with like new information and you didn't have to study it. So I paired the Hertz energy at a 741. And that Hertz helps with higher energy, truth, community, harmonizing, balancing, compassion. It is all third eye, throat lift. And this is pretty much what you're going to be playing in. So if you find that you need a little bit more calm, a little bit more settled in throughout the month, you can listen to this play at night. But you don't have to play it really loud. Just play it really soft. Just loud enough when you're laying down that you can hear it. That's the volume that you want it at. Or you can just put it on in the background while you're having a meal or watching TV, things of that nature. But that will help keep the energy really soft. And you know what I like about listening to Hertz is that your home gets to feel it, your animals, your objects and items also get to be bathing in that energy as well. Going back, we have crystal grids, Tiger's Eye, Sodalite, Apatite. These three, you can put them in grids. So that means that you can make a group of them and put them together, and then make sets of them and put one set on each corner of your bed or one set on each corner of your home or apartment or house. And I would pair it with black tourmaline. If you are new on your spirit journey and just coming into your abilities, I would pair it with selenite. If you have been on this spiritual awakening journey, don't pair it with selenite. You don't need to. Do you understand? You don't need to for this month, but it's really nice to have around. You can wear your selenite, you can, but I wouldn't say that you have to be around it all the time. But if you are looking to really bust through, then that's what you can use. Okay, busting through. And then if you're having trouble sleeping, you can pair it with amethyst. But I would use at least black tourmaline, Apatite, Sodalite, Tiger's Eye around the bed. Tiger's Eye can sometimes be really energetic. So if you find that you're not sleeping well, just remove that one. But I personally think for the month of May, you're really going to like it. Like, it's not going to affect you the way that it did before. And it's just going to feel really yummy. Then, I'm not done yet. We have essential oils. So if you like smelling frequency and using your olfactory senses, diffusing, spraying, there's like a meditative, calm spice recipe that I have. It's with rose, spearmint, and eucalyptus. Interesting, isn't it? So it's 5 drops of rose, 3 drops of spearmint, not peppermint, spearmint. Spearmint's sweeter. 1 drop of eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is so good for the throat and high heart. Spearmint brings your attention forward, keeps you present more. Rose is all the heart energy, which is needed this month. But I side more with the throat energy and being honest this month. So you can put those together and put them in a diffuser. And of course, you put purified water in it. But if you want to do a spray, and it's a 4-ounce spray, use distilled water. And then you can put up to 63 drops of essential oil in it. And then you can put like a tablespoon of vodka in it. No, what's it called? Evergreen alcohol in it.
Everclear.
So close.
That's okay.
Everclear alcohol in it. It helps with the preserve. And so you can figure out the formula of up to 63 drops. The best day to communicate with spirit, this was really hard to pick because you're just looking for one day and that's really difficult. But I went ahead and went with the 16th because the other days are astronomically involved. Like the way the planets are and the stars and the energy pouring in, it's very influential. The 16th is like nothing major is going on, but there's such a point of clarity with your compassion, your empathy, your communication, your honesty. It's like I want you to experience that. And so it's quite simple. Like it just makes it feel more simple. That is your energy update for the month of May 2025. In the deep dive, I'll talk a little bit more about like the cryptocurrencies and golds and investments and stuff. It just gets a little bit squirrely to talk about because a lot of it's really volatile that way. But you'll find that the energy, like especially around the 18th, so this is that calm 3rd week, around the 18th, it'll be more worldly present. So what will be happening will be more involved countries to countries and decision making between country and country. And I know that's been happening a lot already, but this will be more of a smooth, what do you call it when you make decisions and resolutions? Smooth resolutions. Wow, that needs to be like a name of a tummy drink or something.
I was thinking a song.
Smooth resolution.
Tummy drink, song, whatever.
Did I do it all?
You did it all. I think so.
And I talked.
Did she leave out anything? Not on my end, you didn't, but I don't know if you did.
I talked real calmly. But I'll just make an added point before I say goodbye. Those spiritual boosts, like of your abilities and gifts, they're real good ones this month. If this is really something where you want to live, have your growth head in that direction, this will really be a month that will activate you. If it's not something that you're really interested in, it's not going to harm you, but you are going to have some like pretty like cool experiences. I mean, this full moon, you get some wild dreams. It is just like, the energy is like, I'm here. And everybody is going to be in it. And it's just like, woo, it just kind of sends you through.
I have a couple questions for you before we go. Just a couple. Is that okay?
Yes.
There was a question about heart energy in May and if you have a stone for that.
Oh, there's so many good ones. I mean, you could use a jade, but I also like a green adventuring. Green adventuring. Because it has just enough of like, let's move forward, but also let's stay really calm. And I think that's really where the heart gets squeezed in this month. That's what I would use. But if you were leaning more towards like you have a hard time showing compassion or listening to other people, or you get triggered by other people a lot, I would use any pink stone, and I would go with pink quartz, so that you can apply compassion to the heart's energy for the month of May. But if you don't have a problem with that, I would do the green adventuring.
And there was another question. Will folks who may not have time for awareness of this type of energy in May feel it or finally become aware of it? Will they have connection of opportunity to spirit?
Yes. Those people who have decided, I don't want to take that path. That's not for me. You guys are, whatever. They will have experiences. So for those who feel called to teach, to hold space for others, you will find you have more people needing your attention, needing your guidance. So you might not even think of yourself as a teacher, but you've gone down this path long enough, you have experience, and you like to talk about it. And then all of a sudden you come to in the middle of May, and it's like you're teaching it to other people, and you're like, I guess this is what I do, because it's needed. We need more of you to speak about it, because more people are going to be becoming aware of it. It's like a new round of fully grown adults completely tuning in to the unknown and unexpected, and it'll be nice for them to have spaces to go to. It's very true.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Maitland.
You're welcome.
We have some more questions, but we'll take questions in the deep dive.
Okay.
Okay, does that sound good?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. If you haven't been here before, we play a really fun goodbye game, and you have to say goodbye and rhyme it with an animal. Like, I'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
I'll see you soon, baboon.
Bye-bye, butterfly.
Hasta mañana, iguana.
Blow you a kiss, jellyfish.
I gotta skate, little snake.
That's a good one. Oh my gosh.
I'll see you.
Gotta rattle and shake, little snake. That's the one that's
rattle and shake. I gotta rattle and shake, little snake.
That's from Shetland Pony Princess.
That's even.
I know you would like that name.
I love it a lot.
Got a Zoom bamboon.
Ooh, what's a bamboon?
A bamboon.
Oh, baboon?
Baboon, yes. I don't know why I'm saying bamboon. It came out of my mouth twice. A baboon. I can't say it.
I thought it was a new animal.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Bye, Maitland. Thank you so much.
Bye. Give you a hug, ladybug. Bye.